and I had cellulitis in my left leg for, I guess, probably the third time in 5 or 6 years, I guess. And when it hits, it's bad. And what scared the hell out of me is when I went into the emergency room, they told me, well, number one, we're going to have to check you for a blood clot. That's never good. My mother died of a blood clot. Chris Candido died of a blood clot. And Rico Constantino is dealing with blood clot issues. He's got 3 he's been dealing with. So that always gets your attention. And then they said, oh, man, that leg's swollen awful bad. Kenny, we're going to have to admit you to the hospital for a few days. I said, no, we're not going to do that. I said, just get me on the antibiotics and send me home. And he said, yeah, it's fine. We can do that if you want to lose that leg. And I said, I guess I'm going to be staying for a while. But I always know a few days turns into a week or two. And they tried to keep me even longer, but I talked myself out of there with a couple of the doctors that agreed with me that I could probably do just as good at home as I was going to be able to do there. And so I got to go. Oh, but health-wise, though, the nurse was over today, got a brand new nurse, had to fire the old one. She quit putting out for some reason. I don't know what the hell that was about. You know, you get 5 years and then all of a sudden they start charging you. I don't know what the hell was up with all that. But no, I had to get me a new nurse for personal reasons. Basically because the other one wasn't fucking showing up. So we got a new one, and the blood pressure was real good today. All the vitals checked out. Blood pressure was 108/74. And for an old fat man, that's about as good as you can get. You can't complain about that too much. And it's been real good for the past several months since I started. They amped my blood pressure pill up 60 milligrams. And when it went from 240 to 300, I thought, big deal. That ain't going to do shit. And I want you to know that about a week or two later, everything started being much better. And even though when my blood pressure is perfect, as opposed to if it was 200/120, I never feel any different. So I don't have an alarm to tell me, oh, God, blood pressure's up. But Chris can kind of tell if Christopher's blood pressure's up a little, even though he's been dealing with it, hell, I guess since he was a teenager. He knows when his blood pressure is high. There's certain things that happen that he knows, but I never know. I feel the same one way as I do the other. So
what kind of blood pressure medicine are you on? Actually, Lost Hillbilly wants to know, but what kind are you on?
Actually, I don't even know. It's a 300 milligram pill. I probably couldn't read it if I was looking at it. And I will. Well, no, because I'd have to go through 7 or 8 bottles to figure out what pill was what. But once I see the pill, I realize which one it is and what it does. But like Bumax, I know what that does. That's more or less a water pill. But people didn't tune in to hear what medications I'm on today, so we'll get off of that. But health wise, things are improving. I do have one pill close. That's my antibiotics, and it looks like there might be about 3 days worth left of antibiotics, 4 at the most. And so we're chugging along, and but now the hospital thing was the scary thing, guys. That was the first time I'd been in a couple of years, and when they tell you might lose a leg or might not even live, that's a scary thing because blood clots are not good. Like I said, when it's killed your mom and it's killed a couple of your friends, and has another one laid up in a hospital bed himself many times, it scares the hell out of it. And I did have another friend lose a leg, but he lost his over gout. Well, I say a friend. I don't speak to him anymore because he married my son and my daughter-in-law, and he was a preacher. And I kept telling him to quit promoting Donald Trump on my wall. I said, I know you supported him. I know you're a gun nut and all this shit, but and that's fine. We can still be friends, but don't be promoting that shit on my wall. Promote it on yours all you want. You'll never see me there. And I'll be goddamn, he just couldn't resist himself, and he just kept posting that shit. And so to make this clear, guys, if y'all, after all this shit, if y'all promote Trump and love Trump and all that, and oh God, he's the greatest thing ever. Okay, I can only feel sorry for you, and we can still be friends. I have friends who are Trump supporters.
We'll talk about one of those here in a moment when we talk about what's happened this week.
Okay, but I'm confused by how after everything's happened. I mean, I've even got friends that are convinced he doesn't play golf. Oh, he doesn't play golf. They show the same clips every time. Well, they superimpose. Yeah, that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. And they're convinced that he's lost money since he became president. They don't realize how much money he's making off from his hotels and how much he's made off. I'm going to try not to make this a total political show, guys, but he made $1 billion for the Trump family when he gave the tax cuts. So yeah, I'll forfeit 440,000 to make 1 billion in 1 year for my family. Because when I say family, him and Jared and Ivanka, that's the family. Those other two dumb fucks, the ones that are about to go to jail, or at least one of them. It might be one reason it's great to be the stupid Trump, because the stupid Trump's the only one that doesn't seem to be looking at going to jail right now. So, but just don't promote that shit on my wall and we'll be fine. From what I know, there's lots of Trump supporters that still care for me and chat with me all the time. We just don't talk about that shit. And I mean, this is my channel. It's my page and my Twitter page, and those are my personal views. And you have your page and maybe your YouTube channel to promote all yours. And you can blow him all you want. You'll never see me on your wall bad mouthing him. I promise you. And
well, I think that's it. I mean, your Twitter, your show, you have the right to say and share, do what you want. And if someone else can do it on theirs, just don't tag you and stuff. And
you're not going to use my 8,000 to 10,000 followers on Twitter, or my 5,000 to 8,000 followers on Facebook, and my Google account and my Instagram to promote your agenda. That's what I'm saying. You're sitting over there with 50 followers, 100, 1,000, or whatever the hell you got. Oh, fuck, I'll put it on Bolin's wall and a lot more people would see it. I know what your strategy is. And I'd love to post my agenda on Jerry Lawler's wall, on Stone Cold Steve Austin's wall, and various other walls of famous people that I know, MC Hammer. I could use them for that too, but guess what? That's bullshit. I can't go promote my shit on their wall and my agenda on their wall. That's classless. You don't do that. Now, when they invite me to do so, that's another thing. There's many times fans will write me, hey, can I post this on your wall? Many times I'll say no, because they'll think that I'm sponsoring it, or that I believe in it, or that I back it. So many times I have to tell you no. But if I do believe in it and I'm behind your issue or whatever it is you're trying to push, then I certainly don't mind. But you do have to write me and ask me first. You just can't put it there. So if y'all put shit on my wall before without asking me, it normally goes immediately, because when it bombs or fucks up, or Kenny, promote my wrestling show. Well, I don't know anything about your wrestling show. So why would I promote it if they go there and it's a lousy fucking show? Kenny, why'd you send me to that show? Well, I didn't send you. Well, you gave it your approval, so, and that's kind of what a retweet is. I try to be a little bit more careful about retweeting anymore, because I didn't realize that people think that is you putting your stamp of approval on whatever was said or whatever was promoted. And because I'm normally just trying to help out a friend. Oh, well, shit, he's got 1,000 followers. Let me retweet it and help him out. And, well, Kenny, you retweeted that. You put your stamp of approval on it. That guy supports Nazis. So I didn't know he supported Nazis. I just thought he was promoting a wrestling show. So that is why that I'm a lot more selective about who does that shit.